Sorry about the light because the light is kind of loud. Once again, this your boy live and direct in full effect after 832. Y'all already know how Jimmy J Smooth do. I'm with my boy Craig Smith the second out of the 256. You know what I'm saying? And we bringing number one hits over there at the 256. You know what I'm saying? So what's
Two
popping and
five.
what's dropping, Craig?
Not much. That's 256 area code, y'all. That's Alabama. So not much, man. Just Christmas Eve, just mellowing out. I already prepped my food when I'm gonna cook. That's about it.
Man, everybody, Christmas is almost like Thanksgiving though,
Yeah.
because you gonna have that Christmas turkey, the Christmas pumpkin pie, and all that shit, just like you do in on New Year's. So you know what I'm saying. I'm thankful for everybody that's been supporting me. Shout out to Coach Sheldon Harrison, no comparison. Shout out to Dante's Boxing Nation. Shout out to Boxing Baby. You can go check her out on IG. You know what I'm saying. Another shout out is to my boy Zeke up in England. You know what I'm saying? Pass the great Papon. So if you're listening, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, brother Zeke. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the contributing factors along with the other four people. The reason why my YouTube page is going to 100 plus as we speak. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on 10,000, 100,000. You know, I'm trying to reach out as many people as I could possibly reach out to, man. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
But again, go check out my boy YouTube page. You know what I'm saying? If you can, just put it in the comment section whenever you hear this live stream. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody know popping and dropping with you, brother Craig.
That's right.
So
And hey, and speaking of which, my YouTube page, I got one describer. I got one subscriber, new subscriber as is. I forgot the young lady's name. K somebody. Also, when you said the shout outs, like I said, once again, big shout out, condolences and prayers to Trey Murphy. He was off Facebook uh, with him grieving about the loss of his grandfather. Shouts out to him. Also, let me give a big shout out to give a big shout out to my boss, man. Miss Smith. Merry,
mm-hmm.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'm sorry I couldn't make it up there for Christmas, but I will be up there for your birthday on January 6th. Also, let me give a big shout out to the class of 96 of Southside because speaking of that day, I will be up there to help out the homeless, help you guys with the homeless. So that way it would not be, so that way it would not be said that, well, Craig didn't participate in no thing, or he just participated because we said he didn't participate. No, I said I'm participating because your time kind to me. I'm reiterating that again. And also to the gentleman, Mr. D,
Most definitely.
that said something about let's be real let's be real when asked no simple questions. Let me tell you something, Jack. I am real. Ain't nothing fake about me. I'm 100% pure nigga. So
Ah!
it's nothing fake about me. I am 100% pure nigga. And when I'm real, I'm always asking the simple questions. So let's get that out
Most
there. Also,
definitely, man.
uh, big shout outs to um, big shout outs to Latrice Colbert. As I said, I'm with her business, Touched by Angels or Touched by Hands, cleaning service. She'll correct me again, and charge to my head, Latrice, not my heart. Also, big Christmas shout out to the Sherbert Ratliff of Sherbert Ratliff Professional Hair Care. Visit her shop anytime in Memphis. And my tagline is this: if your hair is short and nappy, Sherbert Ratliff will be 100% guaranteed to make your women's hair happy. So if you walking in there, you got a strand of hair that's hanging on a thread in the front and it's just all nappy and itchy in the back, Sherbert will have it guaranteed and cured in no time. So give them a girl a holler. Also, let me give another big shout out to Pastor Elder Andre Davis. He has his little church on 893 Edith Avenue. That's located in South Memphis. I forgot the name. What's going on, Elder? I'll praising God on this glorious day. Hallelujah, Jesus' name. And wishing you and wishing you and your family, Pastor Davis, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And all the ones who I forgot, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And the ones who I intentionally forgot, you know, I'm being funny. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year anyway. So, Jimmy, let's get this show.
What's popping and what's dropping? So, what's the first topic we're gonna talk about, brother Craig?
Well, you said about the NFL, man. I mean, it's not much to talk about. Well, basically, with the ball in your court because you were talking about the Titans earlier. I think they and I ain't been paying attention. And really, the only NFL that I've been paying attention to is is with the Packers. And with Brett Hundley, man, I mean, come on, this dude under center, he led Green Bay to 2 shutout losses at home. It's time. And the dude been there for 2 fucking years. And you mean to tell me, and I gave a shout out to Pastor, excuse my language, Reverend. And you mean to tell me in 2 years you still ain't grasped that system? You want to play the way you used to play in UCLA? No, Jack. This ain't UCLA. You ain't got Noel Mazzone, the former offensive coordinator who was down there at Texas Tech. Now he find him a new home, something else. He's the offensive coordinator, got 2 douchebag sons and treat people like crap. This ain't his offense you running. You in the NFL. Mm-hmm. So Brent Hundley, listen, you in the NFL. You got a good coach in Mike McCarthy and a good offensive coordinator in Edgar Bennett. Ain't no excuse for you not to have progressed, not have to learn nothing in 2 years. But you could be on Instagram and all the other stuff, posting up Pancake Day and all this other stuff. How about you pancake your ass in that playbook, learn more, get with a quarterback coach, learn how to read zone defense instead of just chucking and jiving the balls everywhere for interceptions. Come on, dude. I'd rather to hear about Brett Hundley than guy at Green Bay to 2 shutout victories in Lambeau for a second string. I would love to hear that, but no, 2 shutout losses and you under center? No, dude. Inexcusable. And with that being
most
said,
definitely. Most definitely.
And NFC
Go ahead.
Because you got the Philadelphia Eagles. By the way, big shout out to my cousin Nicole Brown. Awesome Nicole Brown. I can't say her first name, she'll kill me. That's her team, the Eagles. The most stacked team there is the NFC, and there's no reason they should come on out of the NFC. Because like I said, the NFC wide open now because you got Philly, the Rams, and who else? Like I said, the NFC South, they wide open because they got 3 teams vying for a higher berth. Because, man, the NFC wide open. But the bottom line to it, I hate to say it, end of the day, we all know who coming out as the winner. It's going to either be New England or Pittsburgh. And smart money betting on New England.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely. And with the Tennessee Titans, which is my favorite team, which I haven't been watching the NFL all fucking year. But for Tennessee to go from the number 1 team in their fucking division to sliding off to number 2 and letting Jacksonville steal they shine, what is fucking wrong with motherfucking Tennessee? Please explain that to me, brother Craig.
Who under center?
You got Marcus Mariota, a.k.a. Marcus Mariota.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, what the fuck is up with Tennessee? You know what I'm saying? I haven't been paying attention to the NFL. You know, I hope the Carolina Panthers end up making a deal with P. Diddy so they can go and get the NFL. That'll be a good look on their end. But if they don't, fuck the NFL. Still, they can fuck. They can fuck themselves right up their ass. If they don't give P. Diddy that team, I'm not gonna watch the fucking NFL. Let's just keep it 1,010. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and that's that. And go ahead. And if Colin Kaepernick doesn't have a job, I'm done. I mean, well, I'll follow Green Bay, but and then here's another funny thing. All the people that been saying, but on Facebook, but I ain't been following the NFL no more. Colin Kaepernick ain't got a job, but you're posting more for shit about the 49ers and everybody else.
Yeah.
So if you ain't following,
but here's what I'm.
If people ain't following it, why you post no stuff about what you call? And like I said, you can't say
Go
that.
ahead.
And I just admitted on there, I ain't following the whole thing. You know, I look at highlights. I don't sit there and watch the games. But because when I was watching Green Bay and I watched a little bit of Green Bay, Minnesota, I turned it off the way I saw how Brett Hundley was playing, man. I said, man, fuck this shit.
Well, the way I see it,
Green Bay invested in this game.
the way I see it, like I say, if you're just watching your local team or your favorite team, that's cool. But I feel like if you're watching anybody outside of your local team and you're a black person, you a fucking coon as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I think what they're trying to do in Carolina is trying to get some ownership with Kaepernick. If when P. Diddy comes in as the owner, they're trying to give him part ownership because Kaepernick, contrary to popular belief, Kaepernick got holding more money than what people realize he's holding. Because he's donated to places he's donated to places in the Bay Area. He made a lot of money off those jersey sales when he stood up. You know what I'm saying? We was the reason why them jerseys went up. The black community was the reason why those jerseys went up. So he's making a lot of money off that. Say what now? Say what?
He made money off that Rolling Stone cover he was on.
Yeah, so he's giving back to the black community. You know what I'm saying? And he's the Hispanic community as well as the Indian community as well. He's done some donating. Has done some charity work for there. So Colin Kaepernick, he's managed his money very well. So he's not as broke as people make him out to be. I think what it is he doesn't have immediate income to where he can ball out like P. Diddy can. See, P. Diddy, if he stopped fucking with Bad Boy or his Sean John clothing line stop today, P. Diddy will have enough liquidity money, which is pretty much cash. You know, I just call it liquid money or liquidity money. He has enough liquidity money to be straight for a long period of time, whereas Colin Kaepernick don't have that same luxury and stuff like that. So it is what it is. But Colin Kaepernick has money. Best to believe that. So if they make him a part owner of that team, that'll be a good look for the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Because you're bleeding right now, NFL. Ain't nobody fucking with you right now. You know, Papa John's had to get rid of their CEO because his racist ass, you know what I'm saying, started talking that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
So they about that the board of directors told the man to step down.
That don't mean they're gonna have to shell out a lot of money because he was the founder of that company. You can fire a CEO. He's the founder of that company. You're gonna have to shell out a lot of money in the process, though. You know what I'm saying? Because once a company goes publicly traded, then you start having board of governors, board of directors, and stuff like that. So at that point, the owner really don't have as much power as you think you can. Same thing with Apple. Apple fired Steve Jobs from his own company that he founded. Yep. But they had to bring him right back because he created that iPhone. You know what I'm saying? So once you start becoming publicly traded and have a board of governors, the owner don't have the same power that he once had in that situation. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of cases. Not all cases, because look at FedEx. FedEx had Fred Smith and Dave Brunzak as the CEO, but Fred Smith was still running shit. He still had say-so and shit. So with a lot of publicly traded companies, a lot of times the board of governors have the control over the company. But that's another conversation in itself. Because I have to really do more research on this and then have to talk to my mentor, Dr. Jerry Bobo. Shout out to him. And my website is on the screen as well. So definitely click on that. There's a lot of good information and good opportunities. So if you haven't checked it out, please check it out. It's on the screen. You know what I'm saying, below the stream and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying, in the comment section. You know what I'm saying. So just definitely check that out. So it is what it is. But anyway, what's the other topic for today, man?
So what now?
I'm saying, what's the other topic for today, man? It's your world, man.
Shit. Shit, man. We keep the show because of the holiday.
Oh, you're going in and out, brother. You're going in and out, brother. I don't want to. I don't want. You're going in and out.
I was saying that we keeping, we keeping the shorts, letting people know that we keeping it short and sweet on the holiday, because because I wanted to talk about the military, man, and
go ahead. It's your world, man. I mean, your show is
because me being on it, man, and then seeing folks right now, folks supposed to be coming home, and Jimmy, you and I talked about it briefly. Wait, hold on. I was just texting somebody. I apologize, people. Like you said, you had your opinion about the military, and I agree. I mean, I admitted you in an early conversation. I joined the military because I wanted something to do, just wanted to try something. So, I mean, I'm just saying it here. The military is not for everybody. I mean, because somebody that I knew a while back was supposed to be going home Christmas, and next thing you know, they gotta leave 2 days after Christmas so they can be deployed to be over there in Afghanistan for, get this, 12 months. So that's a long fucking time to be away from your family, man. And that is the one reason why I decided not to go regular. I went National Guard, okay? But that's the one reason why I decided not to go straight up regular, because I wanted to have a life myself. I didn't want no branch of service controlling my life, micromanaging my life, telling me what I need to do, how I need to do this and that. Now, granted, it gave me discipline. It made me a better person. It kind of, learned with military training, when you be around guys, that turned out that okay, then when they start getting higher ranks and stuff like that, ain't saying no names, they start becoming full of shit, and when you really see how full of shit they really can be, and then it just puts them over perspective. And when you get back out in the civilian world, which didn't take me long to adjust, when I got back from my last tour, when I was in from September 2002 to July of 2003. That's how long I was over in the East Coast, over in North Carolina and Virginia. They really wanted to keep our ass for a whole year, but we was like, hell fucking no. We need to get the fuck home. So I was like, but the one thing it did teach me, it taught me discipline, and then it kind of showed me in a clear light about people, how people really is. And man, did I learn a lot, about folks. They, and I thought the military was worse when folks screw you over on stuff and that. It's tiff and tack. It's a pretty even world. And let me give a big shout out to Felicia Red, man. And I don't know how, man. I give props to her for toughing it out for the longest. She made, bless her heart, man. She made a career out of this shit. I couldn't do it, dog. Like I said, I couldn't do it. And you gotta have something to, you really gotta have something to fall back on and whatnot. And when you get out, you gotta fall something back on, because I think she's if I'm mistaken, I think she's a real estate agent. She does her little real estate thing on the side. She got her own little private real estate thing on the side. So I mean, and how wise, man, you gotta have something to fall back on once you get out. And when guys, and I've noticed something, when people recently get out of the military, half the time they can't break out of that shit, how they operate. Like my supervisor, I told him, man, I said, look, you don't have to do a micromanaged explanation to me. What you give me is an excuse on telling me how to do something. I said, I can see how to do it. Don't do that with me. I politely asked, don't do that with me. That's how I am. I don't need anybody to micromanage, explain shit. If I see how it works, I'm gonna work it. And if I don't, if it ain't the way, if it ain't how it's supposed to go, I'm gonna ask questions. I'm gonna ask questions.
That's how you should. And that's how it should be.
I'm gonna ask questions. you know, but man, but I was just say this when I was at hold on a second, man.
What's popping? Give me a second. Well, he just had to leave real fast, so you know what I'm saying. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying. So we gonna wait till he come back. You know what I'm saying. But what's good with everybody, man? Quick thing I need to say. People need to get off, stop bullshitting. Go ahead. I see
All right,
you
I
came back.
apologize about that, brother. Had that
Oh,
old,
no problem.
had that
Don't
old,
say what you don't say.
I apologize about that, man. Somebody had a phone call, had to get their ass off the phone. But yeah, man.
Ah,
But like I said, when I went to Fort Sill, man, I did my training at Fort Sill. I was ready to bring my ass back home. That was like 20 years ago. I was ready to bring my ass fucking back home though, bro, because damn, just couldn't stand it. Just kind of, just count down to the days and stuff, months from November to February. I got home and and then and really I didn't know that at the time. Seeing drill sergeants and all this stuff, they can basically control when you're supposed to leave, when not. I remember by right you supposed to be. Let's see, I went there November, December, January, February. Supposed to did 3 months. They asses wanted to push the shit back to 4 because of some shit, because they wanted to, because they got to get prepared for the next cycle. Because by right, the drill sergeants, they got 2 weeks. They're given automatic 2 weeks paid leave to be reacquainted with their families and stuff like that. And I think, and I'm be honest with you, half them drill sergeants that like a couple of mine, 3 of mine, I think several of them, man, divorced right now. One of the dudes, I'm gonna say his name. I remember his name, Lonnie Gaskell. His man from the Steel City, and he ended up at the time. I don't know if he still is or not. He ended up at the time marrying a Memphis woman.
hey, mute out your background a little bit because your background. I think you got a lot of background noise.
Okay.
My background is pretty A1. Yeah. Are you good? Are you good? I think you have background noise. You might have be on a Bluetooth or something. Now unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. I think it's some in your background.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably. Yeah, you probably got it on YouTube. So all you got to do is probably, if you have it on YouTube, just mute the YouTube thing, and it shouldn't be a background. It's either Bluetooth or the YouTube.
Yeah, it's been cut off, man. So.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I was just making sure it was.
Yeah. So
get back to what you were doing.
Yeah. So this dude, I'm trying to catch him on Facebook. He lives somewhere in Kentucky now, but yeah, and I remember the man, the man married a Memphis woman. And I'm like, fuck you do that for? I said, wow, Pittsburgh and Memphis. And I ran into him one time, man, wanted to get in character. He wanted to be in character with me and all the other shit. And I told him, I said, bro, I told him at the time, I said, you can't do that here. I said, look, you can't do that here, what you do at Fort Sill. So that's out. And, he looked at me like all crazy, like, couldn't tell, you couldn't tell him shit. So I guess he ain't with that chick now. So if he is, it wouldn't surprise me. But me and another guy was known, and one of the guys personally knew the woman and said at the man that she wasn't no good. So that basically was a share. Well, I ain't gonna go that far as to say her name, but guys like him at the time, he had to see it himself. He had to see for himself. He had to learn the hard way. So I don't know what
And I
happened
don't
with
feel
that.
sorry for those guys.
You know, I don't know what happened with that, but I guess it's like with even drill sergeants, some man, and I put it like this, though. Some of them, I had one guy. He was in DC. His name is excuse me, my nose issue. Sorry, y'all. His name Fabian Gosley, man, and he was. He was at the time. He was a punk 20-something year old at the time. Want to tell me about life. And when I told my pop something about what he said, he was like, "How the fuck can he tell you about life and he ain't he ain't finished living his yet?" You know, which he right.
I agree.
And you got some of those drill sergeants, man, that think they can make some little comments and shit. Now I don't know how they are now, but back then, man, some of the drill sergeants give, they didn't give no fucks what they said to somebody. And then it was, and I think he was the same guy. He made a little fucked up comment about my pops, about him not fighting in a nothing happening war. So I was like, oh, okay. Now I'm sitting there drawing, by the way, if y'all see me. But he made a little comment about him. It was no, it wasn't him. I ain't gonna put that on Gosling. It was another one, the third one. And I can tell that nigga had some game. He made some little effed up comment about your dad didn't fight in he fought in a little nothing happening war like Vietnam. So I'm like, okay, what war did you fight in? And that's what I asked him. And he couldn't say nothing. So when I told my old man about it, my old man wanted to confront him. Old boy tucked his tail between his legs and went walking off somewhere. So
nothing happened. Vietnam was more than a nothing happening war. What war did this motherfucker fight in? Persian Gulf?
I know Gosley fought the Persian Gulf War was what, 91?
Persian Gulf was an airstrike war. It wasn't really no real ground attack war.
Okay,
I think
it was no, like I said, I know Gosley, I saw on his Facebook, he fought in Desert Storm. So
Desert Storm was an airstrike war mostly. I mean, you had people from all branches of the military fought in it, but for the most part, it was more of an airstrike war. And you was in the Army National Guard or the Air National Guard?
No, I was in the Army National Guard.
The Army. So, tell that dude to eat an entire. They could have told that nigga eat an entire dick and die from die from it. Oh, I hate when people try to make it seem.
That was a dude name. That was a dude that said that about Pops. Cause see, and this dude, he from the Chi. And like I said, I could tell he had some little gang in him though, man, because that little gang mentality.
It's still a stupid.
It's
still a stupid comment to make.
But it's still a stupid comment to make. And then he had that and then I don't know if he was in a fraternity or what, but the man had got all them little fraternity tattoos and little brands and stuff like that. So I mean, obviously that was wrong for him to say, but no. But Fabian at the time, he was 27 years old. He knew better. No, he was young. He was young and stupid. But he wasn't that stupid to say nothing about my pops about that war. He would have got chewed out real quick. So respectfully, so he would have got chewed out real quick.
Oh yeah.
But like I said, man, I mean, the military is. And like you made a good little nice little honest opinion about that, and I don't know if you mind sharing that with everybody. But
see, the military is, I don't believe black people should be in the military. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like black people are virtually fighting for nothing. You know what I'm saying? If this country, the fact is that this country has never given black people reparations from slavery. The problem, this country has never treated black people as if there's all men are created equal. You know what I'm saying? It's never lived up to that. You know what I'm saying? Every other group of people can come to this country and get all the benefits that we kick down the door from. But we serving in the military, and then these motherfucking white supremacists. These white supremacists want to have it both ways. They want to be like, well, you need to stand for the flag. Motherfucker, I don't have to stand for the flag unless I'm in a military uniform. If I'm in a military uniform, then I have to stand for that flag because I can get reprimanded for that. But if I'm not in that military uniform, I don't got to do a goddamn thing. This is my human right. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you know what I'm saying? You still got that Dred Scott decision hanging over black people's head because, you know what I'm saying? That Dred Scott decision has really never gone away. Yes, we had, I think it's the 14th or 15th Amendment where slavery was abolished, but we're still not considered human in this fucking country. The thing is, I don't think no black person should be serving this fucking country because of those very logical reasons right there. Now, again, if you are a black person that's been to the military, do not get out the military unless you use every fucking single benefit to your fucking advantage. If you're going to take your black ass, African booty scratching ass to the fucking military, you damn sure better use those motherfucking military benefits to your advantage. And another thing, if you go to the military, don't become a damn coon. Because it's kind of hard not to become a coon when you're in the military. You know what I'm saying? A coon. It's kind of hard, especially if you're in a position of power. You know what I'm saying? I'm not dissing anybody who's been in the military. I'm not dissing anybody that's been to the military. It ain't a diss, but it's kind of, you have that coon tendencies though. I'm gonna just be 110. You're gonna have a lot of coon tendencies, man, that once you get out, you're gonna have to break. That's not a diss to anybody.
I don't feel like this. I seen my share of coonery in my last year at the Guard, which is gonna be another topic another time. But man, you know, some of them old cats didn't like me because they had their own little you know, they had their own reason not like me. I really didn't care. I'm like this. You know, I go there, I do my job. I treat like it's a job. I do my job. It ain't my job to kiss your ass. I said it. Kiss your ass and to be up in your little clique. I don't do cliques, and I never have. You know, I've been my own. You know, I kind of been my own clique. You know, I've been my own clique when it comes to you know, looking out for myself. But yeah, I've been seeing it be a lot of but I've seen a lot of guys, a lot of veterans. You know, they had some display some coonery when I was in there, and hell, they shoot. And I'm put like this: it has increased tenfold ever since I've been out. I mean, and it's just sad, man. I'm like, damn.
Oh yeah, man. It's just like when you become a police officer or in the military, any branch of armed forces, because I consider police to some degree armed forces in itself. You know what I'm saying? That's a form of military, in my personal opinion. But it's kind of hard not to become a coon when you be in the military. You know what I'm saying? And again, this is not a diss to everybody that's been into the military. Some people come out and they see racism offhand and they be like, "Oh, this wake them up." But a lot of times, it's kind of hard not to tap dance and shuck and jive for the drill instructor and for the general or whatever, or the head of command. It's kind of hard not to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's kind of hard not to get your crispy on. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? So again, if you're a black person, you're in the military. All I'm telling you guys is to get everything. If you're going to decide to go to the military, which I don't recommend it, but if you are going to decide to go there, by all means, get every benefit you possibly can get out that motherfucker. Don't sit there and be like, well, I made mistakes and I should have took advantage of my GI Bill and all this good shit. Don't do that. Mm-hmm. Just go and get what you need to do. Use them like they're using you. You know what I'm saying? Use those sons of bitches like they're using you. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to sacrifice a lot. Sometimes you might not see your family for years in the fucking military, especially if you're in a fucking war or you're going down there to invade another country or whatnot. You're going to be, sometimes you don't see your daughter or family member for years. So get everything you need to get us out that motherfucker. That's all I'm saying. You gonna go?
And I'm glad I took, when I was in the man, I took every advantage. It's like I tell other people, another person that I know, And I talked about that person on the phone, not saying who he is on the air. But I told them when they were in, look, take advantage of everything you got, dude. Psh, that's the problem. And man, and then it's just like you know, I mean, when I was in it, I'm glad I took advantage of everything they had. You know, like VA benefits, like for school, life insurance, and everything else. I'm glad I took advantage of that. But you know, if I was to do it again now, oh no, man, I'll put it like this: today's drill sergeant wouldn't know what to do with me.
Yeah, I agree, man.
Yeah, they wouldn't know what to do with me, young or old, you know. And you know, and sometimes, and I remember something my mom said, and all you drill sergeants out there, this is a true quote, and she mean no disrespect, but it is what it is. She said, "Them drill sergeants get," she said them drill sergeants getting paid to act the way their asses can't act at home. Stupid. So she said it. I remember she told me that. She said, you just gotta sometimes you just gotta look past. Even though they doing their job, yeah, you gotta respect their uniform, but sometimes you just gotta look past what they say. So I'm repeat myself, and it's a true quote. These drill, I don't know how it is now, but maybe it is. Your drill sergeant is listening, or you were a drill sergeant, you know it's the truth. When
Mm-hmm.
you were or you are, you knew you were getting paid to act the way that you couldn't act at home, or let alone act like you never was. Stupid. And none of them weren't tough neither. I mean, the ones that the drill sergeants I had, bro. I mean, I told one the dude I told you about the Memphis girl, right?
Right.
He gonna take his hat off and talk about I said no, that's drill sergeant. No offense, you hit me with that hat. You hit me with that hat. You got a lot of hell to pay. You ain't supposed to put your hands on me unless you would provoke first. So if I didn't provoke you, don't put your hands on me. Then the hat talking about well the hat ain't my hand. Probably was in your hand, so it's considered your hand. You know, you
Oh yeah, I agree.
know,
You spend some real shit right now, bro.
yeah,
You
yeah.
spend some real shit, man.
It's if it's
Yeah.
in your hand, no matter what it is, it's still your hand. It's still a part of your hand.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly,
So,
brother.
but shoot, but that's why I said, you know, like I said, but then yeah, it was an artillery thing. They were acting all kind of tough, phony tough, and they were.
Yeah.
I was gonna go ahead and say it. Some of the people I served with in the guard, hey, they were real tough, man. I had two cool section sergeants. One of them by the name of Kenny Jones, man.
Uh huh.
Man, he's super cool dude, man. I mean, it's nothing. I ain't got nothing there. I don't have nothing negative to say about him. I mean, and he kept it real on a lot of stuff. He kept it real. One time he told me when I was in the section when I got back from guard, he told me, he said, Smith, I said, yeah. He said, look, he said, man, you better take advantage of all this shit while you can, man. He said, because he said, hell, he said, you motherfuckers don't give a damn about you. He said, you folks my color don't care about you. He said, you better take advantage. He said, you gotta look out. He said, it's most survival of the fittest around here. You gotta look out for yourself around here.
Okay.
Man, he was
Exactly.
right on that. He was
Exactly.
right on
And
that.
white people telling you that they know what time it is. So sometimes
That
that's
was a
one of
black
them
dude.
things. You know,
Kim was a
every
black
once in a
dude.
while. Well, even
Yeah,
if
Kim was a black guy.
it's
Oh, I had a white dude tell me
black
that
guy
too,
couldn't
man.
do. Yeah, but I'm saying that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying, you know, if a white guy's telling you that, you need to take heed to that because a lot of times, you know what I'm saying. Even if they the most racist dude, every once in a while, a racist motherfucker will tell you the truth. So you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta take heed to that. You know what I'm saying. If he's bold enough to tell you that, you need to take heed to that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So
Yeah, and you know, like I
you
said,
know.
you know, he a black guy, black dude. He was white. I had several white people told me that, but you know, with Kenny being, you know, him being a black man, he broke it down to, and you know, all the parts of the conversation we had in depth. It wasn't no scolding. The man, he was just keeping it real. And he
Most
said, man, you
definitely.
gotta really look out for yourself. He said, whether it's at your job or here, you gotta look out for number one, take advantage of every damn opportunity you can while you ain't. Even in the city, even when you get out, still take advantage.
Most definitely.
Man.
Most definitely. Take advantage of every benefit you have. You know, that's the reason why when I was at FedEx and I saw that I was able to travel the way I was able to travel, man, I was on a trip every 6 to 7 months, man, because see this benefit, man, look, every vacation I'm taking, every 2 vacations I'm taking, boy, I'm gonna go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And to some degree, I wish I was at FedEx now. You know what I'm saying? But if I was to ever go back to FedEx, I'm going back as a courier. I'm going back making
Yep.
17, 18, $19 an hour. I'm not going back making that little chump change y'all be throwing at people like you're a motherfucking camel. Like you're a motherfucking camel. No, I don't get down like that.
I
You have
don't
to
do
pay
that.
me.
I don't get down like that neither, man. That's you know, if
Because
I
at least,
mean,
at least,
like I said,
yeah,
if
because at
I
least the
was
headache
doing
will be
that,
worth it.
it'd be a courier too. But now, sorry,
Yeah.
I wouldn't come
Sorry,
back.
Charlie.
You
Sorry,
pay
Charlie.
you told me if you asked me to come back FedEx for $1 million, guaranteed I wouldn't come back.
Yeah, sorry, Charlie. Real talk, man, because that's the only way. That's the only way I come back. You gonna have to pay me. You gonna have to pay me about 50 grand, 50 grand, 60 grand to come back for that bullshit. Real talk, man.
Yeah.
Real talk. Because all the bullshit I've been through, you know what I'm saying? I do have a few regrets, but other than that, I don't. I'm
Yeah.
making pretty good money the way I am now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't have no children. You know what I'm saying? You know, I could be in a better situation than I am now, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do me. You know, I'm 33 years old with no children. You know what I'm saying? Didn't make no kids. Didn't make a whole bunch of babies out there like a lot of people I knew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just
You ain't
thankful
kidding.
that I'm in a position the way I am in now. So what's the next topic we gonna pop and drop, brother Craig?
Man, just a whole bunch, just a whole lot of happenings going on. I caught a couple 2 good bowl games yesterday, man. And hey, I'm ready for the ones coming up for January 1st, dog. I mean, because
Man,
a lot of people, and see, there's a lot of people, man, they talking about all them bowl games don't be nothing. Man, half them bowl games are good, like South Florida and Texas Tech. I mean, I think Texas Tech's performance saved Cliff Kingsbury's job, you know?
yeah. Even with Texas Tech losing to South Florida, they had something to be cheerful for because they put up points with South Florida. And the boy's last name Quentin Flowers. The boy last game Quentin Flowers. He did the damn thing. You know, he
Yeah,
played better in that game than any other part of the whole entire fucking season. And
yeah,
like I say, Uncle Charlie fucked up with him. You know what I'm saying? But I think if he had stayed another year with Uncle Charlie, I think he would have figured him out, and he would have. He came in at the wrong time with Quentin Flowers. Just put it like that, because Charlie Strong, you know, he got it. He got our boy. What's that dude named Teddy Bridgewater? And
yeah,
he got Teddy Bridgewater when he was a freshman. And every
yeah,
year, Teddy Bridgewater grew. He grew as a player. So I think the issue was he was coming in with a senior, a guy who was a senior, and he wasn't able to build that relationship. Because when you coming in as a new head coach, your
mm-hmm.
old head coach leave you to make that big bucks, which I don't blame Slick Willie. I don't blame him. Get your money, brother. Get your money, brother. I hope you do well at Florida State. But I
I hope
digress.
so too.
But
Even though that defensive coordinator
but
effed him over.
he ain't got nothing to worry about. He just need to recruit, and be able to coach those boys. Because you're coming in with a team that has 4 straight top 5 recruiting classes at Florida State.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Florida State recruits mostly in Florida, but they also got access to South Alabama, South Georgia, and parts of South Carolina, the South Carolina coast in particular. So you got enough talent on that side of town to build a powerhouse or keep the powerhouse. Because you don't got to do too much building. You just need to know how to recruit. Recruit the boys you need to recruit. Don't let other schools come in and take your gold mine. Once you do that, then that's when people start firing you. But That's why I said with brother Charlie Strong. Charlie Strong came in at the wrong time with Quentin Flowers. So I think if he had him as a freshman, he would have grew just like Teddy Bridgewater. So, but Quentin Flowers played his best game of the season yesterday. My hat's off to that kid. I hope he be the best person he could possibly be, man. I hope he has a future in football, whether it's the NFL, you know what I'm saying, or any other football league, or even a head coaching job, or in the coaching realm. I hope he does the best he can, though. Real talk.
Me too, man. I mean, at Texas Tech, man, I mean, you know, they're known to run and gun too, but they play no defense. I think they had a good defensive game plan yesterday. I'm like, okay, where was this defense all last season? You know?
But you know what shocked me with Texas Tech? Their running game was beautiful. Their running game was the shit. They have a damn good running game. So Cliff Kingsbury version of that team, but he also need to keep that running game going because he learned a lot being at the University of Houston and being under Mike Leach and stuff like that. So I think it's a mixture of somewhat of a spread run game to go along with that Texas Tech run and shoot. So he needs to have a counterbalance to that. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, Cliff Kingsbury got a future at Texas Tech. If they stay patient with this guy, I think they can build a program with my brother Cliff Kingsbury. I think I said Keith Kingsbury. Cliff Kingsbury. Say what? Say what?
As he used to play quarterback for them also.
Yeah, I remember that because I remember when Texas Tech played against Ohio State and Ohio State thrashed their ass. That was he was playing then, so I remember that like yesterday. So yeah. But let's talk about San Diego State Army. What's your take on that game? Because I didn't see it, so let's talk about that game.
That was a good one, man. Shoot, you want to see it not well as everybody, in case nobody know, Army won on 2-point conversion. Took a gamble by scoring after scoring a touchdown and tied up. When they took a gamble, really with an extra point because it was 34-27. So you know them scoring 6, it's 33. So got to give it to Jeff Monken there, the Army's coach. He took a gamble. He said, "Man, I'm going for 2." They're like, "What? I'm going for 2," and it worked. So, but this
sometimes coaches got to be.
But it's a cat on San Diego State. I was saying it's a cat on San Diego State. The running back named Rashad Perry. I think this dude, you know, if put on the right team with the right scheme, especially with a scheme that San Diego State runs, and big shout out to Rocket Long, the San Diego State coach and defensive coordinator for that team. He kept it real. He didn't change nothing. If you put Rashad Perry in that type of offense that San Diego State run in the NFL, he can be a beast.
Yeah, I agree, man.
I mean, 244 yards, touchdowns, and you still lost. I mean, wow. You kind of got to follow defense on that too.
5 straight 200-yard games in an elite company with that.
And I think the dude that he succeeded had more too. So I'm like, damn, this dude here. The running back before him had like a string of a 10 straight 200-yard games.
Cause look at Warren Dunn. Not Warren Dunn. What's that dude's name? Marshall Faulk. He was cutting up over there at San Diego State. There were some memorable games versus BYU and San Diego State, man. Those were some memorable classic games, man. With him and Darnay Scott at San Diego State, man. Look, man, those were some memorable games, especially the one when Ty Detmer played against. Ty Detmer was on the other side of the ball, and then you had Darnay Scott and Warren Dunn playing for San Diego State. Those dudes used to go at it every year back in the day.
Yeah.
Man, but San Diego State has wealthy history with Joe Gibbs as one of the head coaches, one of the founding father of the Air Coryell / West Coast offense / Hot Read. You know what I'm saying? So, the guy that we was talking about over the phone off air was the guy named Bill Peterson, who created the Hot Read. He was instrumental in most of your innovative passing games You know what I'm saying? Guys like Don James was coached under him, Bill Parcells, Bobby Bowden. That's just the name of fucking few. If you look at that entire coaching tree, it'll spin your head a little bit. And we're talking about Hall of Famers, college and in professional football Hall of Fame. So
Yeah.
Bill Peterson was a very instrumental guy in uh, college football because I think it was the 1964 Gator Bowl where Florida State won their first major bowl game with Fred Biletnikoff as wide receiver, who was instrumental in the Oakland Raiders winning that 1977 Super Bowl, either 77, between one of those timelines. But anyway, John Madden's second to last year at the Raiders, he was very instrumental in that Super Bowl that year. So yeah, man, San Diego State has some rich history. And what the hell happened with Toledo versus Appalachian State? Appalachian State, ever since they came to D1, from what I understand, they won all their bowl games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they whooped up on. I think the last I saw it and I turned it off, they was up on Toledo like 27-0, and that wasn't even at halftime yet. So I had turned it off. I was like, damn, because Toledo really didn't show up. So I don't know who. I think Appalachian probably went on ahead and did the job and blew them on out. But yeah, I mean, ever since like you said, ever since Appalachian came to the D1, man, they've been tearing it up. I think
yeah, I mean, Appalachian State, they doing a damn thing. My hats off to that Appalachian State staff, man, because going to the big house after having an undefeated season in Division One AA, they did the absolute. They did the damn thing, man. So, and even their basketball team has had a couple of upsets. They had a couple of upsets going into D1 too, man. They've had a couple of upsets over the timeline. So shouts out to that athletic program up at Appalachian State.
Yeah.
I wanted to jump to the NBA and the sports writer Dave McMenamin. Shout out to that brother. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but fuck it, I just gotta say what I gotta say, and this is a compliment to you, brother. Remember, before everyone was trying to figure out what LeBron James said to LeVar Ball, but back in the Christmas 2014, he was trying to decipher what James said to Dwayne Wade after the game. Wade said when he beat the Cavs, he never thought a reunion with James as teammates was in the card. After he left Miami, after those 4 years, I thought it was from a teammate standpoint. You never know the road is going to take you. And I envision going to Chicago. I never envisioned going to Chicago where they were trading Jimmy Butler, but I was able to come here. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's still trying to figure out what LeBron James said to this kid. And because this dude is putting up instrumental numbers. He only had 10 points, but he had 11 assists. So LeVar Ball is doing enough to win games. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even though they lost yesterday, Lonzo Ball, I said LeVar. What the fuck? Lonzo Ball is playing his ass off. I don't know what the fuck this dude said. You know what I'm saying? I think I mentioned it yesterday. Who said, because we can't confirm everything he said, but we just know he said something to where this kid is playing his ass off. What's your thoughts on that?
You kind of need that bug, but he need to do that grandstanding thing where he need to pull that Mickey Santoro Frankie thing from Casino that grandstanding. But yeah, he told I think he told him something to keep to get him motivated, man.
Yeah, because I think he need to talk to somebody who's sometimes when you're having a
said it.
Yeah.
And whatever you said and whatever you told him, it's working.
And sometimes you need to talk to people that been where you've been, that went through what you went through, and so you can be motivated. Because who better to motivate you than LeBron James or Kobe Bryant? And LeVar Ball fucked it up with Kobe. That's one of the few things I shake my head at LeVar when he talks, because he said some bullshit about Kobe Bryant, but You know, Kobe was trying to reach out to Lonzo, and LeVar, you know, ran his punk ass mouth. Dude, I'm not a big Kobe fan by trade, even though I want some money when y'all beat them damn Boston Celtics. I want some money with that shit. But anyway, when you got a legend like Kobe Bryant is trying to lace your boy with the game, trying to mentor you, you need to step back a little bit. Just step back. Let the dude get the game from the guy. Maybe Kobe likes him enough to not do a little shucking and jiving, because Kobe Bryant been doing some shucking and jiving. I'm not gonna deny that. But sometimes you got some guys out there that's willing to lace you with the game they know, and he needed to step back from that. He just needed to step back from Lonzo and be like, hey, go talk to Kobe over here. Kobe wanted to holler at you. You know what I'm saying? Kobe was trying to holler at this man. He was trying to mentor him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And
if I was Kobe, I catch the man off guard and put him to the side and talk to him. I would let my dad know nothing.
Yeah, and I think he still has that open door invitation, but for LeVar to step in when you got a legendary player, by some people call him the second greatest NBA player of all time, I'm not going to argue with you on that. Either, you know, some people consider Bill Russell the greatest or second greatest or whatnot. I mean, that's arguable. That's an arguable conversation right there. But nevertheless, he's still a legend, and sometimes you just need to let legends do their job by mentoring people. And which brings me to my point here. Mentoring is very important.
Yeah.
For people.
And because
you know sometimes
Colin Cowherd saying that Kobe is second to Jordan yesterday?
No, Colin Cowherd, which as far as I'm concerned, that motherfucker was racist. But let me say this. He was making sense right there. He didn't say he was the second greatest of all time. He said LeBron was the second greatest of all time, which I'm not gonna argue with him on that either. But that's arguable. That's an arguable conversation right there. He just basically said Kobe was a version of Michael Jordan, which I can't disagree with that. He said he's a imitation version of Michael Jordan. I'm not gonna argue with you on that at all. I'm not gonna argue with anybody who says that, because he did steal a lot of Michael Jordan's moves.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. That's a good argument. He had a great argument. You know what I'm saying? Just because I disagree with a guy on a lot of shit he says don't mean he don't say no real shit. Because like I say, a racist motherfucker every once in a while will say some real shit. And in that situation, he said something real.
Yeah, it's just like some things. I know you don't care for Stephen A. Smith, but there are some things I don't agree with what he said, but some things I do agree with what he said. He even said that sometime LeVar. He even said one time that LeVar Ball. He said I told LeVar Ball in his face, you need to just step back and let your kid play his game. If somebody will reach out to him, let him.
Yeah, and I think he do need to step back. I don't disagree with Stephen A. on that point. When somebody's saying some real shit, regardless of who they are, I'm not going to disagree with them if they're saying the same shit I'm saying. Now, if I know you have an agenda-based talking point, you're saying it's because you have an agenda-based talking point, yeah, I'm going to call you out on that. But as far as that's concerned, he was saying some real shit right there. That wasn't an agenda-based talking point, what he was saying. He do need to step back. I salute LeVar Ball as a dad. I will never take away his intelligence of being a good dad. He has some damn good intelligence. But the thing is, he do need to step back. And his play, Lonzo is growing into the NBA. All he needs to do is stay consistent. That's the main thing. Stay consistent, Lonzo. If you're listening, because you'll be surprised who's listening to some of these YouTube videos. You'll be surprised. Best to believe, because I've had people flag some of my videos before. I've had dudes that are corporate people flag my videos, and I'll tell you about that off air. You know what I'm saying? But
tell me about that.
Yeah, I'll tell you that about that off air. That's absolutely no issue. But we talked about the guy earlier in the day. But I've had somebody flag my videos, but I'm not gonna say it on here, so you can come flag this motherfucker. But you'll be surprised who listens to these videos on YouTube. You'll be surprised who listen to opinions on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they'll come from a troll page and be like, and say some shit about you. You can tell it's another motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been on other people's live streams, and I've had very famous people, because I do a lot of boxing talk. I do a lot of combat sports talk more than I do actual sports talk, but I'm a balance in between all of them. But
yeah, that's something when you did on Instagram with a girl about boxing. I was like, damn, I ain't even into boxing like that no more. You know?
yeah, yeah.
I looked
So
at it for, I looked at it I listened to it briefly, and then I left. I was like, that's because that's the only
yeah,
sport I'm not into like I used to be, boxing.
but yeah, you have good reason too, because there's a lot of politics in boxing, which boxing always been a politic-like sport anyway. But I, I I think the politics is slowly dying down with Al Heyman, with the PBC
Yeah.
is coming in and trying to clean up things and being fair to the fighter, because contrary to popular belief, you don't have to be making $1 million in boxing to be well off, because we're used to seeing Floyd Mayweather make that money. We used to seeing Manny Pacquiao make the money. We used to seeing Mike Tyson's make the money. We used to seeing Sugar Ray Leonard make big money in boxing. But you don't gotta make $1 million a fight to be doing good. Sometimes you can negotiate $300,000 and that person is content with that $300,000. And that's what Al Heyman do. He finds out what's the price of the fighter. If your price is 700,000, 800,000, what can I do? What fight can I bring up to make sure you getting paid that type of money, the money that you want to get paid in boxing? And that's what Al Heyman is doing in boxing. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna take a while for people to adjust to what Al Heyman is doing. But my hats off, and my hats off is to Al Heyman, because Al Heyman's been in the music industry for years. He's been a music promoter for years. He's promoted people like Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston. Currently, he's promoting New Edition on a new tour going on. He's promoting everybody who's been in the music industry at some point has dealt with Al Heyman. There's not a single solitary musician from 1975 to the present day that has not dealt with Al Heyman at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? So hats off to that man for trying to change boxing. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely got much respect to him. But please do more research on that if you're listening in on that, though. But it is what it is, brother. So what's the next topic, man? Or
Man,
what's the next?
I done ran out of stuff to talk about, man, but shoot, we basically covered it. Just like I told all my listeners, man, it's just everything is just been quick and stuff like that. I can tell you what we could talk about in the next live feed, which will talk about a couple of bowl games again, and then talk about we was talking about Memphis as a whole. You know, we talked about that. So, but other than that, man, I mean, I'm out of topic. I'm out of some stuff for discussion, but I can't say,
It's all good.
But
it's all good.
I can't say that there have been a few of my Facebook friends that have listened to that they listened to that last, not the one we did yesterday, but the other one, the one we did last week. They listened to that show and said that wasn't nothing negative about it. It was just how prepared and how prepared that we both were and what we were talking about. And then we were just on the fly with a lot of things that came to mind. So I mean that's very positive. And that's why I urge everybody all on Facebook, whoever following you, who's ever friends with Jimmy and myself, or if you ain't Facebook friends with us for some reason, or that you still block us because we tell us the truth and nothing but, still give us a listen anyway,
Most definitely. Most definitely, man. And definitely go to my. Go ahead.
And hell, huh?
No, just go ahead. Go ahead and finish what you had to say, because I jumped the gun a little bit.
Like you said, people, you never be surprised what people are watching, who's watching our videos and listening to our videos. Hell, maybe CEO from Podcast One probably listening to it. I mean, that's just a thought, but hey, I mean, we appreciate the feedback, everybody, and like I said, You know, we spit real truth. Jimmy and I, we spit real truth on here. We talk about real issues. We give real opinions. We give our real thoughts. You know, just like that is Matthews. He you know, we have our opinions about him, Jimmy. But hey, get big props to him. I mean, he earns the he earns the real nigga of the year award because he broke that case, the Lorenz and Wright case, open in a matter of days. He earned the real nigga award on that of the year.
Agreed.
You
Agreed. You
know,
see me shaking
he
my head.
broke it
Yes.
open. So I will say this, city of Memphis. So if anything, when Sharon Wright decides to bring her ass on, and when that case is broken open and the case closed, make sure y'all make and also to Memphis PD, detectives, police, and everybody. Give Thaddeus Matthews a holler. Shake his hand and say, Thaddeus, I'm so happy and so proud of you. You know, we finally got a real nigga that the Memphis PD can look up to or something. He broke this case wide open with all these facts, man, for real. And you gotta give him that respect on that.
Most definitely. Shout out to Elm City in the comment section, man. Definitely thanks for listening in as well. And like I say, I don't agree with Thaddeus Matthews on certain shit, but a lot of times I can separate my opinion from actual facts. And sometimes he'll say some real shit. He'll say some dumbass shit too now. Let's not get it twisted.
Oh, yeah.
But every once in a while, and especially in this situation, that motherfucker say some real fucking shit, and he gets nothing but my respect on that case because I don't think they would even wasted their time to look for this motherfucker if he hadn't said nothing about it because it was a link between that motherfucker and Sharon Wright, and I think Billy Turner snitched on that motherfucker to where you know what I'm saying they came looking for her ass, and that's what they need to do. They need to bring her ass back to 201 Poplar and give her the business, man.
Hey, when he went to jail, I said, yeah, somebody can start singing.
Oh yeah, doing dirt or contribute to the dirt. They gangster until it's time to get in front of that interrogation room. You know what I'm saying? You know, they'd be like, look here, Billy. Now we know you did it, Billy. You need to go on and say something, Billy. You know what I'm saying? I know your mama, Billy. You know what I'm saying? And I know you love your mama, Billy. Well, Sharon may be doing. Sharon who?
Like, hey, remember that scene about what Mike F said on about the first 48?
Yeah.
He said, now look, I know you know what I already know, and everybody else know, and I know you know. Where's Sharon Wright at? He said, you already know that, man. You already know. That nigga went put his head like this, Jimmy. You already know that nigga went like.
What happened to the
You all right over there?
Yeah. So you already know. So you already know, that he got to sing. Once he got caught, he got to singing, dog. He really got.
Oh yeah.
He got to sing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That man was singing "Hole in the Wall" up in Mississippi, man. He started singing the blues, man, for real, dog. So it is what it is, dog. So any final thoughts before we go on and wrap this up, man? Talk to me. Yo, Craig.
Yeah, man.
Any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
All I gotta say is, man, wish you Merry Christmas. Wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Same to you, Jimmy, and right back at me. I'm pretty sure. So, yep. Other than that, I mean, we have all that, man. After that, like I said, probably the next feed will be 2 weeks from now, like I said, because with the New Year's Eve, because ain't no telling what we're gonna do on New Year's Eve. But yeah, like I said, the next feed we're gonna be talking bowl games and all the other good stuff and everything. So other than that, that's it. That's a wrap on my end.
Okay, man. Well, this your boy live and direct. in full effect after 8:32, and my boy after 256, making #1 hits. Jimmy J. Smooth Dude. Peace out and good night.
Nice, y'all.